Okay, guys, welcome to yoga on this beautiful but rainy evening. Every day is beautiful that we're here, you know. So I want to welcome you. My name is Tara. If you don't know who I am already, and I'm ready to give you a 45-minute session here in a nice, beautiful flow yoga. So take a nice deep breath up for me. Inhale all the way up and exhale through the mouth all the way down. Couple more times to get started. And big breath out. 2 more times. And big breath out. Pulling the shoulders down with that exhale. And exhale down. Taking the right hand up, let's place the left fingertips on the mat, reaching all the way towards the ceiling. Nice big stretch, nice big inhale. And beautiful exhale, take it all the way back down. Other side, left arm comes up, big breath in. And exhale, take it down. One more time, guys, each side, big breath. And exhale, nice side body stretch. Last time here, big inhale. And exhale, take it down. Bring both arms in front, interlace the fingers, switch your palms out in front, and now take an inhale, bring the hands back, and exhale, push out. Inhale, bring the hands back. Exhale, push out, pull the belly in. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. One last one. And exhale. Feel that nice gentle release in the spine. Now let's take it over, coming onto all fours. Curl the toes in under. We're gonna start off here with a cat-cow on all fours. Separate the knees about hip width apart. Hands are about shoulder width apart. We're gonna drop the belly down with that breath in. Look towards the wall, or if you can take your gaze to the ceiling, great. Exhale, pull in. Curl that tailbone down. Nice and slow, take a breath. And exhale. Two more times. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Blow it all out. And back to center. Flatten the feet. Grab your block if you don't have it nearby. Separate the knees wide as the yoga mat. Take it back. Extended child's pose all the way. Here you go. If you want to rest your head on your block, go for it. Or if you feel that you have the flexibility today to bring the forehead all the way to the mat, go ahead and do so. Feel that nice, relaxing stretch in the back body. Feel the compression of our sacrum as we take our bum back towards our heels. And in this extended child's pose stretch, as you move your fingertips away from your crown, feel that nice stretch in the front part of the shoulders. Beautiful. couple breaths here. Take your time. There's no rush, nowhere where you have to be besides where you are right now. You're giving yourself this beautiful gift. You're taking the time for yourself today. And you deserve a nice big pat on the back for that. One more round of breath. Inhale that nourishing breath. Exhale all of that energy out. And now let's just brush the fingertips back towards our head. Gently push yourself back up into tabletop. Bring the knees here back to hip width apart. And we're going to take the right hand, we're going to bring it through to thread the needle, resting the head on your mat or on your block. Nice, gentle twist. And option here to kind of graze the fingertips past the rib cage, releasing that arm all the way up. If you find this is too much, just stay back to where you were. Just challenging ourselves a little bit here to start. But nobody says you have to do this. Find the perfect stretch for you. Find the comfort within the pose. And as you exhale, bring that hand back down. Pressing into the mat, coming all the way up. Now before we go to the other side, we're going to take one cat-cows, dropping the belly. Push your hands away from your yoga mat. And as you exhale, continue to push your hands away, but curling your tailbone down. And take it back to neutral spine. Let's come into the other side. Left hand comes through. Drop your head down, resting comfortably. Feel that nice stretch in the shoulder and the upper back. If you want to curl your toes and under and get a little stretch here in the feet, you can do that as well. Take a breath in. And then release that breath. As you take a breath in, brush those fingertips along by your rib cage. And bringing that arm all the way up into a little bit of a challenge stretch here. Relax your fingers, melting that shoulder down into the earth. And take a breath. And exhale, softly release that hand back down, pushing inward all the way up. If you do have your block next to you, just take it and move it just to the top part of the mat. And from here, we're going to curl the toes and under, and we're going to lift up all the way into our very first downward dog stretch. This may be your first downward dog stretch of the day. If it is, stay here, breathe. Let your heart melt down towards your yoga mat. And take yourself into this upside down V. lifting your kneecaps, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the legs, creating lots of space. And breathe. And from here, let's just cross one foot over the other as we make our way to the top of the mat, all the way up. Keeping a nice little separation in both feet. A bend in the knees. It can be a generous bend or it can be a little bend. Let the head feel nice and heavy. Just take your time here. I'm going to go nice and slow. There's no rush. We're going to really take our time and move through this class and kind of feel what we can really truly feel. We're going to try to identify certain things within our bodies that kind of turn on that red light to make us kind of stop and think and say, boy, I really needed this, or boy, I didn't know that these muscles even existed, or boy, I really truly didn't know that yoga is magic, because it truly is magical. All right, here we go. Take an inhale, come up into this halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold down. And let's take one foot followed by the other back in plank. Remember, you can come to knees or you can stay here to feet. Arms nice and straight. Take a breath in. Exhale. Take another breath in. And exhale, come down to knees. Lower all the way down, elbows hug into the side body. We're going to come up with an inhale into a little baby cobra. So pull the shoulders down as much as you, as much as you can. Tickles in my throat. Darn cold I've had for the past couple of days. Bear with me. Exhale, take it down. Let's do one more, guys. Inhale, bring it up. Nice baby cobra. Separating the ears from the shoulders, creating space there. And exhale, take it down. Now inhale one more time, come to knees, then to feet, plank position, plank pose, and exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to warm up just for another couple minutes. This time we're going to crisscross the feet, but we're going to go with that opposite foot first. So crossing over to make it all the way up to the top of the mat. Just do your best here. Keeping a little separation between the feet. And let that head drop down, make it feel nice and heavy. Now from here, you can nod a little yes. Or just shake a little no. Coming back to stillness.
Now let's join each hand to the elbow. Dropping the head down, bend the knees generously, creating lots of space through the back body. And just take your gaze backwards, looking backwards between your two knees. Take a moment here to breathe, feel the release of the stretch. And release both hands. Inhale into a half lift. Once again, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one foot comes back at a time. Take it into plank. Now push your heels back towards the edge of the mat. Pull that belly in. Keep your core nice and strong. Arms straight. Even if you have to repeat to yourself, I am strong, or I can do this. Let that be your mantra for today. Now drop the knees down. Let them kiss the mat. Lower all the way. Now inhale to cobra. So we're pushing up just a little bit further. Take one more breath. And exhale, take it down. Inhale, come to knees or come to a full plank. And now exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Lift that right leg up. You can take it into a three-legged dog. And now we're going to send that leg forward. Coming here, rising up. Take your time into a lunge. So let this lunge be a nice high lunge. We typically want to feel the stretch here in the hip flexor. So maybe we don't need to really come as low. Maybe we feel the stretch just right here. Turn your body towards the front. So you're squaring off both hips. Slight lift in the chest. And now bring the arms up. Send that heel to the back edge of the mat. Take a breath. And as you exhale, send both arms to the left. There you go. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. And bring them back to the front. And exhale, take it down. Bring that front leg back. Let the knees touch. Send it back into Balasana, child's pose. Just take a little rest here before we go back and get to that other side. And as you take your time coming up, I'm just going to turn around here. I'm going to go to the other side. Excuse me. Curl the toes and under here and send it right back up into downward facing dog. Should have really worn another top. I don't know why I put this one on today, but anyway. Here we go. Left leg comes up. Three-legged dog. Take a breath in, and with that inhale, you're going to send that leg forward. Engage your core. Take it up here all the way, all the way. Arms come up. Really root all four corners of this front foot into your yoga mat. Keep yourself balanced with this back foot. You're up on your toe. Here, you're feeling a nice stretch in your hip flexor. So sending that hip just down a little bit. That right hip, think about just pulling it down. Going a little deeper. But in a high lunge. Here we go. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, send the arms out. Shoulders down. Try not to bring them up. Pull them down. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Sending the arms down. Right leg, or left leg, sorry, comes back. Let the knees touch. Once again, take it back into Balasana. Now, if you find that you need your block here for Balasana, go ahead and use it. Try to just slow down your breath a little. And I certainly notice a difference in my breath as well. When you're sick, you're unwell, feeling unwell, you're kind of gasping for air a little bit. So that is my situation here today. So I'm just going to use my block. Whatever works, right? You do the same for yourself. A couple more breaths. And if you have your block here, just remove it, place it to the side. Coming all the way forward, down onto our belly. Take an inhale, and as we come up, we're going to bring it all the way once again up into Cobra. Feel that nice stretch in the low back. Breathing through. And one last inhalation. And exhale, take it down. Let's just create a little bit of stretching here now in the quadriceps. So take your right leg up, take your left cheek to the floor, and press that quadricep into the mat. Now let's gently move that leg. So you noticed here with this leg bent, we're just going to take that foot and we're going to send it and stretch it to the right. And stretch it to the left. Back to the right. And to the left. So we're creating a little bit of mobility here with the stretch. And release it back down. Let's go into the other side. Left leg comes up. Right cheek to the mat. Pressing that thigh into the floor. And now sending that leg to the left and back to the right, to the left, and back to the right. And release it back down. Taking your head up, pressing your hands into the yoga mat, fingertips nice and pressed. Come all the way up. Coming into plank here. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale into downward facing dog. Big breath out. Big breath in. And big breath out. Taking your left leg up here, opening that leg, bending the knee, create space in the hip, open it up. And now from here, we're going to send it to the top of the mat. Anchor this back foot. Feel that stability in that back leg. Take the arms out, sending that into warrior 2. So both feet here nice and stable. Lift the chest. Take a breath. Take another breath. And flip the palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Feel the softness in the stretch. Take all of the strain out of the stretch, because this is one that we're not used to doing so often. And it can be a little, you can come back a little bit too far and not really use your breath. So I want you to be sure that you've got full potential of your breath here. So if that means you're here, then stay here. One more inhale. Exhale, take it back to warrior 2. Now from here, we're going to drop this left hand down. We're going to straighten out this front leg. And we're going to come into a variation of triangle pose. So that front knee is going to be bent just a little bit. Lifting from the ground up. Engage your abdominals. Lengthen those fingertips all the way towards the ceiling as much as you can. And you feel that nice hamstring stretch in the front leg. You don't want to be looking towards the ceiling. You may find that you're arching your neck a little bit too much. Just look towards the wall. And take a breath here. Press all four corners of that front foot into the mat. Use your core, lift up. And then exhale into reverse triangle. Now we're going to windmill the arms down all the way. Bend this front knee. Take that foot back. And here, just come onto your toes a little bit. So if you don't want to be on your feet, you can be on your knees. Lengthen through that neck and head all the way past your crown. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale into downward dog. Let that head come down all the way as much as you can. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. Now slightly bend your knees. Walk your hands back towards your feet. I'm just going to turn around the other way so that you can see me a little better. Come to the top of the mat. Stay here. Take that inhale. And as you do, come into a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back into plank pose, feet or knees. And now we're going to lower to the knees and we're going to take it all the way down, elbows in. Inhale, pressing up into cobra. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, come to knees or feet, plank pose or variation of plank pose. And exhale into downward facing dog. Here we go. Right leg comes up, open up that hip. Press both hands evenly here into your mat. Opening up that hip, creating space here. Take a breath with that inhale. We're going to bring that foot up all the way to the front. Anchor. Back up. We are on Warrior 2 on the other side. Lifting the chest. Reaching the arms out, lengthening as much as you can. Pulling the shoulders down. Take your gaze out past your fingertips here. Fingers nice and soft. Take a breath. Preparing to come back into reverse warrior. Bring that smile to your face. Just thinking of how great this feels. Time being spent for yourself. Taking care of your body. take an inhale and exhale, bringing it back into warrior two. All right, check it out. Here we go. Straighten this front leg. You can move this back leg in a little bit if you wish. Straightening the front leg, little bend in the knee. Arm comes up here for triangle pose. And if you find that this is too much, by taking your fingertips down to the floor, you can use your block to lift yourself up just a little bit if you need. Beautiful. Doing great here. Stay with me. We're getting close to being finished. But stay with me here for this last little bit. Now here we go. Root all four corners of each foot into the mat, stabilizing your core here. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, taking it back into reverse triangle. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And now we windmill the arms all the way down. And front foot comes back. Let's take it into downward dog right here. And now let's bring the knees down, let them hover. Just working through the core here a little bit. So knees aren't touching the mat. They're just hovering above the mat. So take a breath in. Exhale, release into down dog. Inhale, hover the knees. Pull that pelvis inward. And exhale. Couple more times. Take a breath. And exhale. One last time. You got this. Stay with me. You are strong. I know it. And exhale. Let the knees come down. Open the knees as wide as your mat. Once again, take it back into extended. You want to take both hands together, palms together, and just place them behind your head. You can do that. A little variation of the stretch here. And gently release the hands down. Take your time coming up. We're going to come all the way onto our back. Or lower all the way down. Excuse me. All the way down here. Take the left leg. Bring it in towards your chest. Maybe you feel a little bit of tension here in that back. Really pull this this knee in towards your chest and try to extend and lengthen out that straight leg. And now let's extend this bended knee, wrapping our index finger and thumb around our big toe if we can. And think about just letting that leg drop to the left. If you can't get your finger and thumb around that toe, you can just hold on to the side here. Let your elbow rest, excuse me, onto your mat. And let that leg drop out. A little stretch here for your inner thigh. And gently bend that knee, bring it back in, extend that leg out. Let's switch sides. My apologies for coughing. Really sorry. My daughter's always saying to me, she's like, Mom, when are you going to stop coughing? I'm like, I don't know. Sometime soon, I hope. Pulling in, pushing out that lengthened leg. And now joining index finger and thumb if you can. If not, hold on to the outside of that leg with your hand, letting your elbow relax on your yoga mat. I love this stretch. And I hope you do too. Take a breath. And exhale, bending that knee, releasing both legs out. And voila, here we are. We'll take just a moment here to relax. A moment to just recalibrate of what our practice has brought us. Maybe observing how we feel. And hopefully you've taken the time to kind of clear your head, clear your thoughts, and to let go of the day that you've just endured. And bring about a smile. And get ready for that wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. I only hope that I've brought a little bit of a bright light to your day. Maybe a little sense of security, or even a little bit of knowledge for your practice that you're taking in every single day. And I hope to see you again next time. Take good care.